Thanks for checking out the Men Without Flaws podcast. Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss future episodes. And definitely check out our website, localbigtime.com. Here at the Men Without Flaws podcast, we can do no wrong, just a couple of Catholic schoolgirls. Now, Riley, I think it's appropriate maybe you tell the viewers at home where you're filming from.
Yeah, so I'm down in Florida, Tampa Bay, playing a little bit of hockey. Like we talked about before, a little bit off air. The league I played junior hockey and moved the operation down to Florida. So we've been down here for about, I'd say like 3 weeks. And we're just down here kind of in a bubble setting, staying on a resort, playing hockey down here. So it's pretty cool opportunity. And boys are just hanging out, having a good time for the most part.
That's sick. Now, is it the resort, is it all inclusive?
No. It's, you got to pay I think it's like $70 to play golf. You could walk on for free for a certain time. That's what we've been doing for the most part, obviously, because it's a little expensive, but I got the pool and everything like that. So it's definitely better than being up north with the snow and everything like that. But yeah, definitely not all inclusive though. We're not big time yet.
Oh, that sucks. Now, you said golf courses. How many you got?
Two 18-holers.
Now, who's the best on the team?
I'm actually sitting with a few of them right now, a few of the boys on the team, and I haven't seen them play. I heard my buddy John Gutt to my right here is the best golfer on the team.
Really?
Yeah.
Have any of the guys played?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe like a couple guys. I know a couple guys went to prep school. Maybe a couple of them played in prep school, but I don't think so. I don't think any of them really played competitively.
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. What's the food been like down there?
DoorDash, man. DoorDash.
Oh, really? They let you guys DoorDash shit?
Yep. DoorDash every night, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the most part. But a lot of guys do. That's what I do at least because I'm kind of lazy with the food, and these guys can attest to that. I don't really like cooking for myself. My roommate Jesse, when we lived together in Utica, he did most cooking, took care of me pretty well. So
that's what a big shout out. If that kid's listening right now, what a teammate. Now, I can't believe they actually let you guys DoorDash because the NBA, that was like the biggest problem. They said like.
Let me tell you something too, though. It is the biggest shit show ever. These people trying to, because like the way it's set up is it's like it's like condos, right? It's not like hotel rooms or anything like that. And these people are coming in, and it's a pretty big resort. So trying to find, you're the person bringing you the food has been, pretty difficult because, people don't really like to listen.
Yeah.
That's kind of a common theme down here in Florida. People don't listen.
Yeah, so, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. So, that's been pretty difficult. But, making the most of it.
That's sick. How much longer are you guys there for?
Probably like 2 more weeks, I think. 2 more weeks. Yeah, 2 more weeks.
Now, what are you guys doing? Is it like a round robin? Is it a tournament?
It's regular season games. Because, I mean, up until we came down here, we only played 7 games.
Really?
Yeah.
Only 7?
7 games, getting canceled, teams getting COVID.
When did you start your season?
When
was your technical season start? Like, when did you guys have to get down there to report for camp?
Yeah, remember end of August, early September. So it's been a while here.
And it's what, like January right now, and you guys only played 7 games
until we came down here, and I think we're at what? I think 17 or 18 now. Maybe 19. Yeah.
Fuck. That's fucked up. That's really fucked up. Now, you got any good stories from the bubble?
Dude. We had a snake yesterday.
Oh, yes. Yeah. That's the one thing I fucking hate. Snakes and spiders in Florida is just filled with like.
These guys, they make fun of me too. Like a couple of buddies on teams. Like we're hanging out the first couple weeks here, and making the walk, to go to different teams like clusters. It's pretty far. So like we were walking back when they.
What's clusters, like a restaurant?
Cluster, no, like the clusters of rooms of like condos. Like each team's in a different cluster. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I got you.
So we're in cluster 8. My brother was in cluster 4 when he was here with his team. My other buddy's in cluster 3. Like it's all spread out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so literally my first week here, I was telling everybody like snakes, Florida, there's snakes here, you know.
Dude, not only are there snakes, but they're fucking poisonous. Like there's
Yeah,
pythons falling through the
exactly.
fucking roof, and
Exactly.
there's a
And
pipe.
on top of the snakes, we got gators down here too, everywhere.
Have you seen it? Have you ever gone to Alligator Alley?
Oh no, what is that?
Oh, dude, you gotta check that out. That thing is the craziest, fucking, scariest thing. We were down in Naples, and that's like kind of like right where you are, except a little more south.
Yeah.
Alligator Alley like stretches like right across the state. It's literally like you know, on a highway like that, how like the banks kind of go down, and then there's like usually like a fucking like swamp, like that mush water shit that no one ever wants to touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this it's same thing, but there's maybe like I don't know, probably like 3 feet of water, and it's just filled with alligators bathing. It's the fucking creepiest shit ever.
Like they're always there.
Yeah, they're always there, just chilling, just hanging out. I got some pictures. I'll have to throw them up on this after
Dude, like
for the viewers at home. This,
I'm gonna tell you a quick story about naming names here, but
but yeah.
apparently if you feed the gators out here, right? This is a rule, I guess, right? So a couple guys that are down here, they were fishing. They were trying to catch a gator, right? So they're throwing this thing, you know, expired meat or whatever, and somebody from the resort caught him, and they're like came over, lady's having a fit. Can't do that. Can't feed the gators. And she goes, now we have to put them down.
What?
So yeah, apparently if you feed the gators and they catch you doing it, because I guess it makes them more like
Apt to fuck
warmed up to like humans, I guess, so they'll come out more and they won't be really afraid. Because I mean, if you see an alligator, it's not gonna attack you.
Because now it's your pet. So you have a pet gator now.
Listen, so this place shocked this pond, bro. Not only did it kill the two gators, there's about hundreds of fish just dead on the top of the top
Wait.
pond, bro.
When you mean shock the pond, you mean they put like an electric current, like a DC battery in this fucking?
I don't know. I don't know what they think they put like bleach or something in it or some
That's
kind of chemical.
fucking wild. So what is there? Just 1,000 dead fish now?
Oh, dude, there's vultures, bro. You like literally. I think vultures. The vultures. I think like the word's got out, between the vulture families, and there's vultures from South Africa.
Oh yeah, they're lighting up a smoke signal right now, so everybody's eating good. It's fucking Florida. Yeah. No, now it thinks it's your pet. We gotta put it down.
Seriously, you ever see the video of the guy with the dog, the old man? Right, he's walking the dog on the golf course in Florida. And the gator's got the dog. It's a little dog. Got the dog in its mouth. Buddy jumps in the pond with the gator, Happy Gilmore style, and rips the dog out of the gator's mouth, dude.
Jesus.
Dude, gator takes my dog, it's yours.
Fuck, I don't know. If a gator took my dog, I'd have to jump in. I'd be fucking shitting myself. I wouldn't lie.
The dog or your hand, bro? Which, like, I love the dog. I get it. You want your hand? Like, come on, though. You get stuck in there with the gator, you're not
I
getting.
don't think it's taking my hand. I think it's taking my whole body. But at least I gotta give it a shot. Because I just know if I jump in that water, I can only do the doggy paddle for so long before the thing's gonna drown me. Like,
Oh yeah, they're huge, bro.
oh my God, have you ever seen some of those videos of those fucking things walking across like golf courses?
Dude, have I seen videos? I looked it up when I got down here because I was just curious. They run like 30 miles an hour. These things, dude.
Yeah, you're supposed to like zigzag when they chase you because I guess
30 miles an hour. They're like, how do they run? Their legs are this long. They run 30 miles an hour.
And the fucked up part is not only do you have alligators, you got spiders that could fuck you up, and then you got snakes that just come out
Nah,
to the
dude,
pipes.
snakes. Not a fan of snakes, man.
No, I fucking hate snakes. My brother saw the biggest rattlesnake. It was like, I think maybe 6 or 7 months ago. He was in California. The video, he just shows the sign. It just says, look out for rattlesnakes. He turns. There's things like 5 or 6 feet just coming towards him. Rattlesnake. Like, I couldn't do it. For starters, I wouldn't even know how to defend myself against a rattlesnake. Like,
I mean, that's like my parents do. I don't know about Big Steve, but like my parents are like obsessed with moving down south. And
yeah,
I'm like, I'm not going. If you're like, I have fun. I'm not going. And, why?
you
So nice
couldn't.
down there. One word, man. Snakes, dude. Not doing it. Snakes.
Exactly. Imagine owning a lake house down there. You can't even
You
fucking
can't
go
even
home.
have a pool without a cover on it. Like you got to build like a screened in porch to have a pool down here because these snakes are just everywhere and they go in your pool.
It's just a cesspool, too. That whole fucking state. It's just fucking gross.
Yeah.
It's a great time though. UCF. Shout out to UCF. That place is a grand old time if you ever get a chance. But I do like Tampa because the Hard Rock, the casino there, that is a good time. If you ever get a chance to sneak out, highly suggest that. They have a craps machine that's like it kind of looks like, you ever seen the game like Sorry? Is it Sorry or something like that, where like the dice are in that little bubble and you push down and it makes it pop
Yeah.
up? So they have like craps like that. It's so much fun because like basically the game teaches you how to play, so it's like great to like bring like a beginner, and like you can literally just play like a $1 hand. So like there's no like table minimums like at a real casino because it's virtual. So you can play like $1, you can play like 50 cents, and then you can just get free drinks all night. And it's just fucking. I was up like $800 before I lost it all, like an idiot. But that's gambling. But Vegas made it all back, paid for all my Christmas gifts when we went last year. So you tell me who won. Have you heard of this whole GameStop situation?
I have, man, but honestly, to be honest with you, never really pay attention in economics class. I was actually just talking to the boys about it.
Oh yeah.
I kind of get what's going on, kind of don't, but it's pretty wild, I guess, huh?
I just love the fact that some guy from Yale with an economics degree is he's been fucking pumping his chest his entire life telling girls, yeah, I went to Yale. I study economics. What do? I work on Wall Street. Like, right? Big dick swinging. Now he's losing to some fucking plumber with a cell phone in his hand in between shifts who's day trading. I just love it. And there's nothing these guys can do because the internet's undefeated. You can't beat the internet. You can't. And the best part is you got some big names behind it too, like Portnoy and like Elon Musk. They're like driving this feud too, so you really got to divide.
I know we don't like to get political either, but I saw a tweet today. It was like AOC's tweet and Donald Trump Jr.'s tweet, and it was basically like they were both on the same page. And like someone said, like,
Yeah, what world are we living in?
they're on the same page, like like this is bad. So,
Yeah, you have Donald Trump Jr., you got AOC, you got Ted Cruz. They're all teaming up, so it's like Republicans and Democrats on the same team versus fucking everybody else. That's yeah, it's fucked up.
speaking of Trump, dude, too, what do you think that guy's doing right now? Do you think he's like at home, like just feet kicked up, just pumped that he's not the president anymore, and can take a little vacation, hang out, get ready for a run? His
I,
next run, because I think he's gonna do it. I think he's coming back because he hates to lose more than anything. I don't even think it's about America anymore. The fact that he lost, I think that just pisses him off.
I know
The
he
point of no return.
does he does hold grudges. It seems like, but
Oh my God! You see the letter he left Biden?
is
No.
that real? The I won thing?
Listen, if it is, that's
That's
hysterical.
hilarious. If that is 100%,
That's hysterical if that's real.
you might as well. If you're on your way out, have some fun.
His wife definitely hates him though, man.
Yeah. I feel bad for the little kid. He's probably getting shredded on like that kid can't have like an Instagram.
Oh,
He's fucked.
Buddy probably doesn't even have a phone, dude.
Yeah, it's like LeBron's kid. I kind of feel bad for because like everything he does, he's got to be in the newspaper. Like
Yeah.
I would have been in jail like within the first week if I was that kid.
Seriously, bro.
Like I say so many like I do so many stupid things on a regular basis that I would be in jail.
Yeah.
Now I've sort of figured it out, a little more wiser, but before, yeah, I would have been in jail within 2 seconds.
Absolutely.
It's like before we started doing this podcast, I reached out to my buddy who's a cop because I wanted to know the statute of limitations laws for any story I may tell, so I just don't do prison time. And then he replies, he goes, well, it just depends on the. I go, hey, I'll even read the text. This will be even better. Now we have written proof. Hold on. Let me get this up right now. Fuck.
I want to know who was hanging out with you. That's a cop, because that's scary.
Right? I got a couple state troopers in my back pocket. I got a couple local law enforcement. And then how about my cousin? He's a state senator for Massachusetts. So I'm slowly taking over the world. Right? Oh yeah. So I go. So I haven't talked to him probably since the summertime, and I go, what's the law on possibly telling a story on a podcast that could be incriminating, but it happened years ago? Nothing like murder, but like it's technically a crime. And he's like, depends what it is. There's a statute of limitations, so time limits vary on the crime. And that's when I just go, oh God. So I just write, and I don't want to incriminate myself too early, because in case, like, I don't know, like I mean, this kid's like the best. I know he would never do anything like that because he's just like one of the boys, but I'm always nervous, because I don't want to incriminate myself. So I was like, is there a list of you? And he goes, good statute of limitations for whatever crime would be, depends on the severity. I'm like, I'm not 100% sure if I'm committing any crime, because I want to pull myself back. Like, I didn't do any crime. Like, don't think. I was like, more or less underage drinking, like stealing kegs from like frats, shit like that. So did a little homework before this, so make sure I'm protected. I think it's time, Riley. Should we tell the viewers how we first met?
Yeah, man, absolutely.
All right, you want to start it off?
So yeah, probably 15 years old was the first time I met Sammy. I walked in the orientation, I'll never forget it, going around the room. You got guys like Tommy Thompson in there. You got a bunch of D1 guys, Ben Dolan, Trevor Cosgrove, and then doing intros. Going down the line, and we get to Sammy. Sammy stands up, and I'll never forget. He goes, said something along the lines of, I think Trev went before you. Trevor Cosgrove, Colgate University. Sammy gets up there and he goes,
not a big deal.
Sammy gets up and goes, yep, Sam Matson. I'm on my 8th year of college, something like that. Hoping to finish this year. I think you were playing lacrosse at the time too. We were playing hockey.
Oh yeah.
Which is just in the story from another time, but I knew you were a clown, pretty big character then, and right then and there, and friendship just kind of grew over the 2 or 3 weeks we were there, and had a good time, and definitely showed me the ropes.
I can introduce myself as Dr. Sam Matson.
Mantis Toboggan, MD.
Because I was on my 7th year of college.
Yeah.
Never graduate, folks. Fuck, these pens hit hard. Yeah, but never graduate. Yeah, that camp that we worked at, there's some great characters. I mean, for starters, you're literally working an all-male hockey camp for about 6 weeks. So you got to have a good group of guys if you're going to be fucking stuck together, sharing like a bed and fucking sleeping on the ground. And so there's some great characters, and there's some beauties that are in like that play pro all the way down to like prep school. And we definitely got to get them on to tell some stories, because what's up?
Definitely some of the best times I had, especially when I was back playing in prep school and stuff like that in the summer. And on a serious note, like it was on, like you could attest this too. It was like the skates we'd have too, like at night, stuff like that. And I mean, second to none. You're playing against guys, that are playing pro.
Professional athletes training.
Exactly.
That was their summer training. So like,
couldn't be a more perfect scenario.
Yeah, I've never been to a summer skate where you puke in the first week from you're just not conditioned enough. Like every summer skate, like you can pull yourself off if you ever feel too tired, you know?
Yeah.
Like this one, like it was just so fast that you just like that first week, you're like, I haven't worked out this hard in forever, and you just throw up. Gavin threw up. Do you remember that?
I was nervous. I was nervous. It was a pickup game. I was nervous the first time I went out there, man. I had Tommy Thompson playing with me, and he was yelling at me. But I didn't give him the puck quick enough.
Those guys snap those pucks around so quickly. You got to give it to them.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part about that game. They like barely hold it for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I love to like because like you could tell. I mean, yeah, like we like to have fun, right? It's like you don't think guys or some guys might not take it as serious as others, but like when you're out there and everyone's just so competitive too, man. Like I mean, you got to take a couple trips to the hospital, right? You got hit in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like it's
Still
legit.
got this guy.
Playing in front of the kids, they're all sugared up.
Oh, that's the best. Like those coaches counselors games is so much fun because the kids get so into it, and you can fire them up like scoring the goal, going right to the glass, and just fucking hitting it and watch them go bananas.
Well, for everyone listening, we this camp, right? So on Thursdays, we'd have a coaches versus counselors game, and all the kids would just be in the stands, watching us play, and it was kind of like the big event of the day. And they'd open up the concession stand, they'd be all sugared up, all soda, candy, all that, and it's supposed to be a friendly little pickup game, but we really turn up the volume there, and really go after it sometimes.
Guys,
I remember, I think it was, oh my God, Washko. One of my teammates from Gunnery, Washko, Albert Washko.
I forgot you worked the camp.
Yeah, who slashed him though? It was
Was that when the huge brawl happened?
yeah.
Yeah. It was like one of the older guys, like a real
guys. I don't remember who it was, but yeah, one of the older guys. And I mean,
what
Washko.
happens is they're too slow, and like the young guys like Washko, they just burn them and they fucking take the worst two-handed hacks. Was it Carpino?
Carpino. Yeah, it was Carpino. Yep.
He fucking just takes wrist right off. He's
dude, he could play though, man. Like he could play. He could never get around him.
One of the greatest pickup hockey players ever, and I don't want this to go to his head because it's Carpino, but that guy can absolutely. He's got the body of quite possibly a women's volleyball coach, but he can absolutely fly. It just doesn't make sense, and he's got an unreal shot. It's like so quick, that little snapper, and it's like perfect every time.
And you got Harvey and Bryce on the back end there too. The other six are both fucking
Bryce. The fact that kid had offers to go play pro and he decided, just gonna be a gym teacher. Yeah, hats off to him. I mean,
absolute beauty.
Yeah, he's the best. I mean, those kids have probably the greatest teacher ever. If you get Bryce as your gym teacher, you're gonna have the greatest year ever.
Mr. Courier.
Yep. Big C, Big Red. Red. He keeps inviting me over to his pond hockey. He's got a sick outdoor rink, but I have yet to make a trip. I feel bad just because we've been doing a lot of work trying to get the online store set up soon. That's what these hats are for. A little preview. How you darn? It's not product placement. Just feels nice to wear these things.
Well, I have to ask you. Let me ask you before we change the topic here. How many years did you do the elite camp there?
Fuck. Well, like actually or like been there.
Working. We'll go working.
Working. I think I started working in 2006. So like at least probably like 12 years, I would think.
That's crazy.
What's 2018 minus 2006? That's like 12, right? I'm terrible at simple math. We might have to get the
calculator out.
Yeah. Is it really? Hold on. Shit. I fucked up. I put in this year's date.
Oh, dude, if you're wrong, this might have to be an edit.
I know, this is the worst part. There's just so much pressure riding on this math that if I fuck up, I'm going to look like the biggest idiot on a national streaming podcast. 12. Sniped it. Let's go.
Oh my God, I was sweating a little bit for you there, dude.
Yeah. there's been so many times people have asked me to do simple math, and I just, like, for instance, when we go to Vegas, right? So 21, everyone knows how to play blackjack, right? You got to get to 21. So naturally, for me, school wasn't my greatest strength growing up. Still isn't, but getting stronger at it. So that probably explains the 7 years worth of college. So in 21, you have to, everyone kind of knows the game. You got to get to 21. So I'm so bad at doing simple math. I get so nervous because the lady, every time she flips the card, I can't do the math quick enough. So I'm counting with my fingers, like trying to add up
One of
the
those
fucking
guys.
cards. Yeah, and I always tell them every time, like, please, like, can you just do the math for me? Because they're so quick. They'll, like, if you get a good one, they'll tell you your number. Because, like, when you play on your phone, on the app, it just does the math for you. So, like, I've never had to add up the cards. So, like, I'm, like, underneath the table, like, with my fingers like this, just, like, doing, like, the fucking calculations. Because it's so bad. And then I get so nervous when, like, more people are around the table because I'm not quick enough. So I have to, like, add it up with my fingers. And I'm, like, trying to think, like, my next move. But the craziest part is because my uncle, he gave me this little card. It tells you, like, your what to play on every hand. So it's all analytical. So, like, when I went to Vegas, I brought, like, $200 with me. I came home with $800 and I paid for all my Christmas gifts, all through gambling. Like, all I did was study this card on the flight to Vegas. I downloaded the blackjack app and I just played the hands. That way I could remember what to do on each hand. And fucking just cleaned up the entire week. It was sick. But I'm just not good at simple math. So, like, the lady thinks I'm so fucking stupid every time I go up there.
Happens, bro.
Yeah. But, yeah, to answer your
Not everybody can be mathematically gifted.
Yeah, not everyone's fucking Rain Man. Some of us are Simple Jack. I think we should start with our Monday morning rant. You want to kick it off?
Yeah, dude. Obviously, there's no hiding from this one. You can tell by my face. People watching the video here. Has not been my week on the ice, to say the least.
Oh, that was this week that cut happened, huh?
Yeah, soaked in the face. Soaked actually soaked 3 in the face. 3 consecutive days. 3 high sticks to the face. 2 in a game, 1 in practice. And really don't want to be. I might have to put the cage back on, Sam. What do you think about that?
Should put the cage back on for sure. I mean,
man.
Just dealing with, like, the cuts and shit is just so annoying because, like, it's not fun when your mouth's all cut up.
Tell you what, dude, this one too, it went all the way through. I don't know if you ever had one of these. It went all the way through. So the cuts in my mouth too. I actually have stitches on the inside of my mouth too. Can't eat anything, man. Cannot eat a thing, dude.
And you know when it, like, bubbles up too and it's, like, all pussy?
Oh, yeah, that happened the other day. I woke up, dude. I thought I had a golf ball on my lip. Yeah, and it hasn't been my week, man, to say the least. And the third time I got hit in the face this week, actually, it was 2 days ago in practice. I'm sitting on the bench in between reps, taking a break, getting some water, and I wasn't paying attention. One of my teammates skates by the bench and just drills me right in the mouth. So I have a little bit of
stick or the puck?
Stick, dude.
What a prick.
Yeah, dude. So
that sucks.
Now, what are you gonna do, man? So I just soaked it, and hopefully, next week will be better, and there's no more trips to the hospital because
chalk them up for a fine.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's in the back pocket.
Tee him up.
Yep.
He'll be on paper soon. Yeah, like the worst thing is the mouth. Like, I love wearing the halfie just because the cage, it just sucks to, like, look at it. You can't see shit. And then if you try, like, a bubble, you can't breathe because it's all fogged up. So you feel like fucking Darth Vader in there. But the shitty part is when you, like, anything in the mouth, like, you're not a pussy. It doesn't hurt. It just, like, sucks because then you deal with it for, like, the next week and a half.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. And it's like literally, I'm, like, trying to have a meal. And you're three bites in, and you're literally bent over because you got hot sauce in it, or you got,
Now, the stitches in your mouth, are those, like, disposable, or do they have to take them out?
Oh, no, they're dissolvables, bro.
Yeah, that's what I had, too.
Made sure of that.
Did you ever see, like, I got them in the back of my mouth, and I would always pick at it. It was so fucking annoying.
I'm going to tell you something else, too. The trainer, when I got cut, right? So I got I cut in I think it was the second period.
Yeah.
Obviously, like it's a cut, right? It's not like I'm dying. You know, like I wanted to keep playing. Obviously, that's just how guys are. Play, hockey players are. You
Yep.
play two things, right?
A long way from the heart.
They're like older. You know, I'm like, listen, like whatever you got to do to get me back playing, just do it. And I think needless to say, I think this trainer just graduated from trainer school or whatever because she mummy ratted my head, bro. Like I had a bullet wound.
Oh God.
Yeah, over the top, around the side. Like I looked like a fairy, dude. It was awful. All the boys on my team were laughing at me, let alone the other team. I looked like an idiot. I couldn't speak, right? And I'm so uncomfortable. I'm bleeding everywhere still, but soaked it for the rest of the game. But seriously, I don't know where they found this girl, but she didn't do a very good job.
They're trying to cut cost at all means. So,
Oh,
yeah, we have the senior doctors. But it's gonna be about 1,300.
You know what else she did?
What's
Too?
the other option? What's like what can I get for like $300?
He did one of these, man, where like obviously I can't see the cut. It's on my face. I can't look down and see it. Right? There's no mirrors on the ice. She did one of these, right? I'll come off the ice. She gauzes it up and she kind of looks at it and she kind of step back and she goes, "Ooh." Like if you're a medical professional, you're supposed to make the patient feel comfortable, right? She made me feel like I don't have any teeth. Like I was nervous for a minute. I didn't know if my teeth were gone. Didn't know, what was going on. She kind of gave me a little like if you're treating me, you need to be confident that
Yeah.
everything could be all right, and you got it under control. And I wasn't getting this vibe from this particular trainer. So
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I screwed up a little bit.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, dude, that's my rant. So like I said, Cage might be going on for next week.
Surprised you even brought it down.
I didn't. I gotta go order one or go buy one.
Oh God, get a Bauer combo, please.
Oh yeah, might have to, bro.
The turtle bucket. That thing's the ugliest thing in the world.
So bad.
Or Chara. When Chara had to wear a cage, I think
Oh.
it was like an Easton fucking
Yeah.
piece of shit bicycle helmet.
Like 5 dents in it. It was left in the garden by some fucking peewee that was
Looks
playing
like,
there last week.
yeah, it kind of looks like. Have you ever been to like or around like a rink where a really really old men's league's playing? You have a guy that has like the first cage ever. Where
Oh, the bird cage, bro.
Yeah.
Love those guys. Beauties.
It looks like a goalie mask. It's got cat eyes.
Oh my god.
Uh,
You see a guy with a birdcage mask on, he's a beauty. He plays men's league and he's an alcoholic.
oh yeah, like him leaving that parking lot is a liability.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And the best part is they're always there like an hour early, drinking heavily, like Labatt. Like,
Yep. It's always Labatt too. Labatt, Molson, or the blue cans. Classic blue cans. Yep.
and they like always have like a wood blade for some reason. Like it's a
Big
two-piece wood blade, or it's like a one piece, but it could be 30 plus pounds. Like the
I
thing
love
is,
the guy too. I love the guy, right? That like thinks he could still play too, right? So he buys like the nice shit. He's got nice skates. He's got like all the high end stuff, right? Because he's watching the NHL. He sees Ovechkin using CCM super, right? And like he thinks you're out there. Like when I'm home from playing or whatever, and I'm skating in the summer and I'm playing the men's league or whatever. There's always one guy that like is still stuck in his in his 20s, and he thinks that he could go with you.
yeah.
And that just drives me insane too, man. I don't know about you, how you feel about that. I don't know if you are that guy. I don't think you are.
No, I go blue line to blue line. I limit the back check to a minimum.
Yeah.
And strictly breakout passes only. That's the best part.
My dad played, as you know, my dad played pro back in the day. And he tells a story like this is like in like the 90s. Came home. He was playing overseas. He's playing in Holland, playing in Europe. Came home to do a little like I wouldn't even call. I think I'd call it like a rent out, like a weekly rent out. This guy, ran the rent out. Same guy. This guy Lou DeFeo. Still know him to this day. He's the beast, great guy, big family friend of ours. And my dad. It's the first time my dad ever met Lou. So Lou was running the skate and says to my dad, my dad pays him for the rent out. He says to my dad, "There's no hitting. That's the only rule we have. There's no hitting." My dad's like, "All right, yeah." He's playing with older guys. A bunch of them are retired, or current firemen and cops in the city. Good group of guys. My dad's out there picking the puck up. He's flying, feeling good, feeling himself, right? Young kid playing pro in Europe, home skating with the local, whatever. And he gets absolutely blasted out of nowhere. Helmet's off, yard sale, glove in the corner. And he gets up and he's ready to snap, right? And guess who hit him?
Yeah.
Lou. Lou hit him. He's like, "This fucking guy told me there's no hitting." And everyone started laughing. They're like, "Yeah, there's no hitting for everybody, but Lou only was allowed to hit." And Lou, to this day, man, he's probably, he's up there. He's not, he's not super young, but he's built like an ox, man. He's a strong guy. Still skates. Still
Still
wheels
finishes.
around.
Yeah, still finishes his checks in men's league.
I always thought that was funny. That's how my dad met him. He's been a big part of my life, like growing up and stuff like that. He actually coached my brother, and he's just a great all around guy. But I love that story. Him absolutely hammering my dad in an open hockey skate. I love it.
Dude, you should play in some of the men's leagues here, because there's like one league that's like decently respectable, and that goes for like maybe 10 weeks. So you have 10 weeks that you have awesome hockey, and then the rest of the year you have just dog shit mix and match type of players. So you get more times than not, you're getting the guy who's winding up thinking he's going to rip a knuckle puck, head down, just doesn't even pick up their head. Like, these guys are in every men's league where I'm from. And like every time like I'm on the point, like I just stop and I just tell them, go around, go around, go around. But nope. Head down, full wind up, right to the shin, like right in the gap between like where your skate and shin pad, that little gap.
Yep.
Oh, I was so fucking angry as soon as that guy got, and like there was one time like, and they like push the puck like a shovel, kind of, where like their arms like here, and they just kind of do this. So like one time, and I was just like, I always try to like take it so like 5 strides, just like dick around shit. I just see this guy coming down with his fucking one push and you ever see when Keith Yandel just like hacked that guy in that breakaway?
Monahan finishes it off and look at.
Yeah, I see this guy fucking shoveling a puck with his one hand and just as hard as you can, just right across it. Just not having it after he fucking just gave me the big. It's like Tuesday night, dude. Like, who does this?
Yeah, I'm not just pick up men's league. Dude, it's been too long, man, since we've been on the same team here. No pickup game.
Oh God, you would love the league that I play in during the year. How about this? You want to hear the hardos in this league? You're gonna love this. So there's a team. So every team has at least, I don't know, 2 to 3 guys that play pro hockey. Then you have a bunch of guys that play D1, and then you have a lot of guys that play like D3, and then a couple guys that play juniors. So there's a team in Stowe. So I play in Vermont, and majority of the team is based out of Burlington. But there's a team in Stowe that has a guy named Graham Mink. Now Graham Mink played in the AHL, played at UVM for in the 90s. He was like a part of like I think like the championship run there. But then he played bounced around back and forth between like the NHL and AHL, but mostly just an AHL guy. So like during the lockout, he came back, played in this league when the lockout ended. Like in this league, had like a goal and an assist. The lockout ended. He went back to his AHL team, played that night, goal and like assist, right? So like it's a pretty good league. Like these guys were playing in it during the lockout.
High beauty.
Yeah, but the Stowe team is like the biggest hardos in the world, right? They win it every year, but they have a championship banner in their rink that has the years of the years that they won in the league. It is the biggest fucking joke ever. I couldn't believe this is a real thing. It literally just says like Stowe Slugs and like the years that they won our league. And it's bigger than the high school banner that's next to it. I couldn't believe it.
That's unbelievable, dude.
Like we play at a ski resort for our playoffs. We all go. So all year you play, and then how we do it is whoever has the most wins is ranked 1, and then you have down to your like 8th seed. And then it sets you up for like positioning on when you play in the tournament. So the tournament is at this ski resort in Jay Peak, and it's like Friday to Sunday, and you want to be first because you get like a bye, and then you get a better time slot, and especially like because most of those guys work, you want to have like a later time slot so they don't have to like take work off for it. So Stowe, like everyone plays, and then at night we all go out to our banquet, and it's like free food, booze, all that shit. So everyone else like has a good time. Stowe has a curfew. Like they go to bed. They don't even go to the banquet. Like the rest of us come out the next day like so hungover. Like every year I puke in between periods. I'm just so hungover. I puke every year. I puke in between periods. I'm just a puddle out there. In the morning, I'm so hungover. I can't even move. I'm just a cone.
Incredible, bro. I've never heard anything like that before, ever.
You got to play in this league. I mean, I haven't. This is probably the longest I haven't played hockey. My gloves have mold. I have to get new gloves. I got to call the CCM guy.
Really?
I can't even, because Bryce asked me if I wanted to play hockey the other day, and I looked at my gloves. I didn't even I packed my bag. COVID happened, and I just didn't unpack it all summer. And then obviously I got mold and shit. So now I got to call the guy from CCM and I need gloves. It's kind of gross. Well, I'll start.
No, you have a good one. We discussed this.
Oh yeah, I got a nice little juicy life tip for you. It's actually very fitting because of the time that we're in. It's winter. It's towards the end of January, going into February, so we're almost done. But as kids start to go back to their colleges, obviously, with a COVID year, it's a unique situation. But in a normal, typical year, usually when you're going to parties, you're all strapped up in coats going from house to house. Now, one of the greatest, probably one of the more genius ideas I've ever had in my life is I can sneak into any party if it's the winter time. And I'll tell you why. Here's the greatest trick ever. So, typically when I go out, I try to find the houses, and more times than not, I'm going out by myself because I don't know, everyone in my friend group doesn't want to go out unless they know anyone, so it's kind of just so stupid. So, and for me, I get FOMO. I love to go out. I love to meet people. I just love to rip it up in basements. But COVID's definitely kept me grounded. So this is like the first year I have not actually even gone out to the bars and gone out to party. But so I would case houses and try and find the house party. So typically there's like a guy at the door, and there's usually just like lines of just random people walking up to houses and stuff. So once you kind of find that, you can kind of find the party. So when it's wintertime, everyone's wearing their coats. So my genius idea is what I would do, and I figured this out in high school, and I got a video to show the folks here. What I would do is I would find the house, and then I would do like a big lap around, and then typically my strategy was I usually try to find like a back door, and I'd walk through the back door and then right into the party. But depending on the house, sometimes the setup, they don't really have a back door, they only have one entrance, so that's when it gets really hard. So when that's the case, usually you either got to know someone or you got to have a ticket or something like that. So if you don't, when you're like myself, who's just showing up to random house parties all the time, you got to have a good in. So what I would do is, because it's winter time, I would take my jacket off, probably about a couple blocks away from the house. I would find a bush that would be a secure spot, and I would throw my jacket in the bush, so that way I would be a little bit cold. I would risk being frozen, so that way I could get in, because the whole purpose is around the no coat. So I'd take my jacket off, throw it in the bush, and I'd start to walk up to the house. Once I walk up to the house, typically the person stops you because they want to know who you are. So they always ask you who you are, have you been here, who do you know? And I always go every time. I go, well, my jacket's inside. I'm just trying to leave. Now, in his head, he's thinking, oh, nice, because why would he be outside without a jacket? But he doesn't know that I've hid my jacket in the bush. I'm just trying to sneak into the house. So the guy has a conscience. He's a nice person. He usually lets you into the house to go get your jacket because you've initiated in your contact that I just want to go home. I was using the bathroom outside. I just want to grab my jacket and go. So it works almost every time. And I got a little video here to show the folks.
I don't even know what to see here. Trying to find out what the deal is. Just go right by the bike rack. Are you coming in? Yeah, they want me in. I don't have a ticket, but your coat is inside. Okay, if you do me a favor, if you go get that ticket and you come back out here, I will let you back in. But if you go in there and you don't get that ticket, I will come in there and I will drag you out. I will get a bunch of brothers to drag you out, okay? Let him in. He says his ticket's in his coat. So if you go get it. Yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Wait, what were you just taking a leak?
Yeah, no.
Dude, I mean, he doesn't have a coat on. It's all good. You don't have to come back out. You don't have to come out.
What's up?
What's the success rate with this, man? How many times have you tried? Have you been denied?
Every week, every weekend. As soon as we have frost on the ground, every weekend. As soon as there's frost on the ground, it's got like 100% success rate. Probably not now anymore because I'm just basically giving you the fucking key to success. But yeah, every weekend, 100%.
I can't really top that, I don't think, in my life.
My favorite part is the guy, the frat guy at the door. He goes, I couldn't believe I didn't crack under pressure. He's like, your ticket in your coat? I'm like, yeah, it's down there. He's like, okay, go get me the ticket. He come back. He goes, if you're not back here, he goes, I'm gonna get me and all the frat guys. We're gonna find you and beat the shit out of you. And I still just go, okay, yeah, I just gotta go get it. Because I knew once I get in there, like, all I have to do is hide in the fucking crowd. It's dark. He'll never find me.
Yeah.
Looking, yeah, find me. Not a chance. But
I think you had a good chance. Yeah, even in high school, you had a good chance against frat guys too. They're cool.
yeah, you just gotta find a couple cool ones. There's a lot of cool ones, but yeah, the hardos worth the door. You just gotta fucking you gotta just gotta be super cool with them. Like I would typically, because you're working the fucking door at a huge party behind you, so obviously you're a fucking loser, right? So what I would do is I'd make friends with the door guy because I want to be his friend. He's got the key to success. So I would go up there, give him beers, just like fucking, yep, let's shotgun, like get them all fired. Like you just got to bring that like exciting energy get them all riled up. You like give them a couple free beers, and then you're like, yeah, like, yep, and then they just like let you right in.
Gotta play the game, bro. That's it.
That's the end of our show. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you next Monday as we post weekly episodes of the Men Without Flaws podcast. Definitely check out localbigtime.com and check out our online store where you can crop the freshest outfits like this little beauty right here. All in a day's work, baby.